Hello students, in this video let us discuss the hydroboration oxidation process. The hydroboration oxidation process is the indirect addition of the water molecule to the alkenes. Okay, so you know that alkenes are involved in electrophilic addition reaction. It is the addition of the water totally. But here that in this addition reaction, that water addition follows anti-Marconic of force. Okay, so here by the some few multiple steps here, finally we'll get the hydrated. That means alcohol. It is a result of the water addition to the alkene, but the final resultant product is the anti-Marconic of product. Okay, so in this case you can see, for suppose here H plus, here OH minus. That means here negative part is added to the carbon which has a more number of hydrogens. Here positive part is added to the carbon which has a less number of hydrogens. So it is nothing but anti-Marconic of addition. Okay, so in a hydroboration oxidation, first of all, alkene is reacted with diborane, and then here oxidation with H2O2 in the presence of alkyl medium. Finally, we'll get the alcohol. Okay, so here in this case, actually this hydrogen from B2H6 and this hydrogen from NaOH. Okay, nothing but this hydrogen, and this oxygen from H2O2. Okay, that means here H2O2 has an oxygen. So actually here by the total reaction here, that oxygen from the H2O2 is bonding with the carbon. Okay, that's it. So now here, how this reaction proceeds. So let us discuss the mechanism of this reaction. So first of all here, the diborane. So it is a dimer of the borane. Now here, this borane is electrophilic in nature. This diborane is electrophilic in nature. Okay, that means here boron has only 6 electrons, so it is acting as a electrophile. So here, first of all, it is attracted towards the nucleophile, that is alkene actually. Okay, it is electrophilic, electron deficient species. It is the electron rich species. Because of the 5 electron density, there is acting as an electron rich molecule. So here, this electrophilic borane attracted towards this propene. So here in this case, actually, the hydrogen and BH2, okay, this is not a much polar bond. It is a very slight polar bond. Okay, it's a very slight polar bond. In this polarization, this boron carries a partial positive charge and this hydrogen carries a partial negative charge. So here, the pi electrons transfer to this carbon, so it carries a negative charge. So that negatively charged carbon attracted towards positively charged BH2 part, and this carbon carries a positive charge. Now this negatively charged hydrogen attracted. So here this reaction, that means here this borane addition to the alkene follows a cyclic transition state. This is a cyclic transition state. Okay. So now here as a result, CH3, CH hydrogen, and this is CH2, this one BH2. Okay. So hydrogen and BH2 are added in a first reaction. Now here in this case, this addition of the borane, we can say follows a Marconic force. But finally, that is the anti-Marconic of addition of water. But for the borane molecule addition, a positive part is added to the carbon which has a more number of hydrogens. Here negative part is added to the carbon which has a less number of hydrogens. We can say it is a Marconic of addition. Okay, so borane addition is a Marconic of addition. Now here, by the next two steps, so that means another 2 moles of the propene is consumed. So here the finally you will get the trialkyl borane, CH2 thrice this one. So this trialkyl borane again is electron deficient. The boron has a 6 electrons around itself. There is no octet configuration. That's why here this is attacked by this peroxide ion. Okay, actually here how this is formed as a result of reaction between the NaOH and H2O. NaOH and H2O2. So here OH minus, here H plus. So here we will get the O minus, OH plus, H2O, here Na plus. That's it. Now this O minus more nucleophilic attacks on the boron, electrophilic boron atom. So as a result, you can see this one CH3 and the CH2. This is CH2. Here I'm writing like this. So boron, next CH2, CH2, CH3, and your oxygen, hydrogen, and next one again CH3, CH2, CH2. So it carries a negative charge. Now in this case actually, here this peroxy bond is a weaker bond. So here leaving out this OH minus ion. So as a result, this oxygen carrying a positive charge. So that is a highly electron deficient. So here the alkyl group R minus is migrated towards O plus atom. So as a result, CH3, CH2, CH2 boron, this one CH2, CH2, CH3, this one oxygen, CH2, CH2, CH3. Okay, this process again repeated another 2 times. That means here this peroxide ion attacking and migration of the alkyl group taking another 2 times. So finally we will get the trialkoxy boron. This one boron. Okay, trialkoxy boron. This one. Okay, that's it. Now here this trialkoxy boron get hydrolyzed. This trialkoxy boron is get hydrolyzed. So that means here it get hydrolyzed by the NaOH alkali. So breaking of this bond, here hydrogen, here NaO, here breaking, here breaking. As a result, we will get the Na3BO3, sodium borate, and alcohol, CH2, CH2, and CH3. That means here the hydrogen on this carbon from the diboron molecule, we can see from the mechanism, and next the oxygen in this alcohol from the peroxide actually, H2O2. And next here the hydrogen on the oxygen from the NaOH. So that's why I have written like this. Okay. So of course these points can be useful for advanced level chemistry. Okay. So that is the mechanism of the total reaction. The point is you will get the trialkyl boron. This trialkyl boron is attacked by the nucleophile, that is peroxide. Okay. So by the some rearrangements, alkyl group migration, we will get the trialkoxy boron. So this trialkoxy boron get hydrolyzed by the base, we will get the finally alcohol. Okay. And here the one more important point is this hydroboration oxidation is a syn addition of hydrogen and OH. The syn addition of the hydrogen and OH. We can see here in this case, here hydrogen is added on this carbon. On this carbon finally OH is there. Okay, OH is there. So here it is a syn addition of the H and OH. How you can say? Because this boron, this BH2 and this hydrogen are added to the alkene from the one phase only. Okay, this boron molecule approaching the alkene from the same side, as a result that produces a syn compound. Okay, that produces a syn compound. For suppose here, let us write the one example. Yeah, see this one. For suppose this cyclohexene. Okay, this cyclohexene. Here there is a methyl group, and here there is a methyl group. So now here hydroboration oxidation. So as a result here this OH above the plane, this hydrogen also above the plane. What are the finally adding groups? OH and hydrogen. So here OH hydrogen are present in the same plane. That means nothing but cis isomer. So next here the remaining group methyl below the plane. This remaining group methyl below the plane. Okay. It is syn addition of the water and OH. Okay. That's it. So let us discuss some more examples. Yeah. So here let us discuss some examples. So here finally it is the anti-Marconi Curve addition of the water. So here in this case the main point is the carbocation rearrangement is not occurring. Okay, because in this case no carbocation reaction intermediates involved. That's why here rearrangement is not possible. It is a direct water addition. That means by the anti-Marconi Curve rule. So here in this case the product is CH3, CH2, this one hydrogen, and this is CH2OH. It is a simply anti-Marconi Curve addition of water finally. Okay. So in this case here anti-Marconi Curve addition of water. So here see this one, this methyl group above the plane. So here the hydrogen must be below the plane. So here OH added to this carbon, hydrogen added to this carbon as per the anti-Markovnikov rule. Now here this OH also must be below the plane. That OH must be below the plane because it is a syn addition. The adding groups must be in a cis position, or we can write the structure this one methyl below the plane. Then here definitely hydrogen above the plane. Then definitely OH above the plane because it is a syn addition. Those two are possible. Of course, these two are the mirror images each other. So as a result, racemic mixture is formed. Okay, racemic mixture. Now you see this one again here, anti-Markovnikov addition. So here in this case, we can write the products very simply. Okay, we can write the products very simply. So first of all here, hydrogen addition and next BH2 addition. Okay, next BH2 addition. Of course, we will get the trialkyl borane. But here, for writing products very simply, I am considering like this here. So hydrogen and BH2. Next here, H2O2 in the alkali medium. So the product is this one, OH, and here hydrogen. In this BH2 place OH. Okay, in a place of BH2, there will be OH. Okay. Now here, the same styrene molecule, water addition in an acid medium. Water addition in an acid medium. So in acid medium, the first of all protonation of the alkene takes place. As a result, we will get the carbocation. Now this carbocation, okay, here protonation takes place. This is CH2 minus attacked by the H plus. As a result, carbocation. This carbocation attacked by the water molecule, nucleophile, followed by loss of H plus from the water. So here the product is this one. Okay, that is the product. Markovnikov addition, we can say. Acidic catalyzed hydration follows the Markovnikov addition of the water. Now you see this one, BH3. So first here hydrogen and this is BH2. Now here I am taking H2O2 NaOD. NaOD. So as a result, in this reaction, here OD, okay, this oxygen comes from the H2O2. We can take like this also. Here O16 isotopic oxygen. Then here in this case O16 we can see in the product. Okay, and this deuterium from the NaOD. That's it. Okay. But suppose I am taking like this. Here BD3 I am taking tetrahydrofuran. So in this case D and BD2 are added. Now here this one H2O2 and I am taking NaOD. So as a result here D and this is OD actually. So it is a finally we can say it is a D2O addition. Okay. That's it. So now here also we can write the product here, hydroboration followed by oxidation. That's it. So this is the OH and this is the hydrogen. Okay. Now here I want to compare with the acidic catalyzed hydration. In acidic catalyzed hydration, carbocation is a reaction intermediate. Okay. In acidic catalyzed hydration, carbocation is a reaction intermediate. So this is the carbocation initially by attaching of the H plus. Now here it can rearrange to further more stable cation. Okay, that means nothing but tertiary carbocation. Now here it is attacked by the water molecule, then loss of proton. So as a result, this alcohol is a major product. Now here the same alkene is hydrated by using hydroboration oxidation process. It is nothing but anti-Markovnikov addition. No rearranged products are formed in a hydroboration oxidation because it proceeding through the cyclic transition state. No reaction intermediates are involved. So it is a direct addition, the hydrogen to this carbon, and here this is a OH. Okay. So this is a major product in a hydroboration oxidation process, and this is a major product in a acidic catalyzed hydration reaction. Okay. That's it. Yeah. So let us discuss some more examples of the hydroboration. Okay. So first here the hydroboration of the propene, addition of the hydrogen and BH2. Okay. Now here on reaction with the H2O to OH minus, there is nothing but a oxidation and get the alcohol. Now here by reacting with the acetic acid, that is known as the acetolysis. Hydroboration followed by acetolysis. In the place of BH2, we can see the hydrogen, this hydrogen from this one, acetic acid CH3COH. Now if you take CH3COO-D, we can see D in the product. Okay, by reacting with bromine, alkyl bromide, by reacting with chloroamine, alkyl amine, by reacting with AgNO3, dimer product, by reacting with the H2CrO4 oxidizing agent, we will get the aldehydes. Okay, that's it. So these are the applications of the hydroboration oxidation. Now here, one of the important application is acetyl. So first suppose this cyclohexene on reaction with the BD3, the first addition of the BD2 and D is a syn addition. It is a syn addition. Now here, this one on reaction with the CH3COO-D, as a result, here D and here D is a syn addition. First suppose it is a cis-alkene on reaction with the BD3 tetrahydrofluorine and followed by reaction with the CH3COO-D. It is a overall syn addition of the two deuterium atoms across the C double bond C. So it is a cis isomer. This isomer on syn addition gives a meso compound. You know that. Okay, CH3D, here D, hydrogen. This is a hydrogen. Okay, and next here for the trans alkene, the same process is applied. Then we'll get the racemic mixture. CH3 here D and H here D H plus CH3 and here D H here D here a hydrogen and this is a deuterium CH3. These two are the mirror images are formed in a equal amounts. That mixture is known as a racemic mixture, optically inactive. Okay, that is a hydroboration followed by acetylosis. Hydroboration followed by oxidation. Okay. So in next video I will discuss the hydroboration oxidation of the alkynes. Okay. Thank you for watching.